First of all, what I want to say is I don't want anybody to be mad at me, especially one of these sisters of mine. Let me get this here thing right. Let me get this right. Too close. Okay. First of all, start this jive over. First of all, I don't want anybody to be angry with me, especially during this pandemic, epidemic, this suffering. And I don't want my sister to be mad at me, but I just want to say my piece in the midst of all this viral destruction, because that's what it is. And I'd like to say everybody needs to do their part, from the president on down. But we just can't hold this one man accountable for everyone. You know, he can't be held accountable for everybody because he's just one man. Nor can the federal government. I mean, the federal government has run out of money. So what you gonna do? Well, what I see is there's no one working, hardly, and there's no one in school. So I see this as an opportunity to use the monies that have been set aside by the state lotteries, North Carolina Education Lottery, don't be mad with me, to pay for the food that these farmers are throwing away. And instead of using it for education, who's getting a scholarship today? Who's paying for pencils and papers and building edifices? I live in a 100-year-old house. The schoolhouse doesn't have to be new, but food is a renewal. People need to be fed. So what I'm saying is, why can't the educational lotteries, because the federal government is running out of money, be used for buying the food? It's a simple thing. Contact the lottery, contact the farmer. Make the transaction and exchange the money. Another thing I'd like to say is this thing about everybody being tested. I think that's immaterial, because most statisticians know that there is a Gaussian curve, and the majority of everything is going to fit in 98% of, it's going to fall in 98% of that Gaussian curve, and the other 2% will be off the side. 66%, that's the 1 sigma, 2 sigma. Biostatisticians and biochemists and people in medicine should bound together to figure out how to solve this, and I'm going to say it, simple problem. Because if you put it in your mind that it's difficult, then it is. Well, y'all have a good day. I'm going fishing. Amen.